Dear children, welcome to Unit 1, Who Did Patrick's Homework, Part 2, a story by Carol Moore. The new words used in this story are shrieked, means gave a short high-pitched cry, nag, one who troubles someone all the time by complaining or asking them to do something, drag, something dull and uninteresting, slyly, secretively, kid, a child, course, work that must be done every day, often boring, attitude, a feeling about someone or something. First part we have already read, and now we are going to read the second part. When it came to maths, Patrick was out of luck. What are times tables? The elf shrieked. We elves never need that. And addition and subtraction and division and fractions? Here, sit down beside me. You simply must guide me. Elves know nothing of human history. To them, it's a mystery. So the little elf, already a shouter, just got louder. Go to the library. I need books, more and more books, and you can help me read them too. See, when it came to maths, Patrick was out of luck because the elves do not know maths and they don't want to use maths in their lives. That's what the elves say. We elves never need that. Addition, subtraction, division, fractions. What are all these things? And human history is a mystery for them. And they do not know anything about that. So, what did the little elf shouted loudly to Patrick? Go to the library. I need books, more and more books. And you can help me read them too, because to read those books, the elf needed Patrick's help. As a matter of fact, every day, in every way, the little elf was a nag. Patrick was working harder than ever, and was it a drag? He was staying up nights, had never felt so weary, was going to school with his eyes puffed and blurry. Finally, the last day of school arrived and the elf was free to go. As for homework, there was no more, so he quietly and slyly slipped out the back door. So, every day and everywhere, the little elf was a nag, always complaining and disturbing Patrick. And Patrick was working harder and harder. And he stayed up nights. And he went to school with his puffed and blurry eyes. And finally, the school closed. And there was no homework again. So, the elf was free to go. What did he do? He quietly and slyly slipped out the back door. Patrick got his A's. His classmates were amazed. His teachers smiled and were full of praise. And his parents, they wondered what had happened to Patrick. He was now the model kid. Cleaned his room, did his course, was cheerful, never rude, like he had developed a whole new attitude. Patrick got A grades in his subjects. His classmates all were surprised, and his teachers were so happy. They smiled and praised him. His parents wondered what had happened to Patrick. He became the model kid. Once he was a student who never did his homework, and he lagged behind in studies. Now he did everything. He cleaned his room, even course, daily routine works he did. He was cheerful and he was never rude. And it was like he developed a whole new attitude towards life. You see, in the end, Patrick still thought he had made that tiny man do all his homework. But I'll share a secret just between you and me. It wasn't the elf. Patrick had done it himself. In the course of helping the elf to do things, actually the elf didn't know anything. It was really Patrick who did all the work. So let's do the question answering work, the remaining questions. Fourth question, in what subjects did the little man need help to do Patrick's homework? How did Patrick help? Who do you think did Patrick's homework, the little man or Patrick himself? Give reasons for your answer. This story has a lot of rhyming words, as a poem does. Can you write out some parts of it like a poem so that the rhymes come at the end of separate lines? For example, Patrick never did homework, too boring, he said. He played basketball and hockey and Nintendo instead. Said instead. See the rhyming words at the end of the lines. So try to write some more lines like this from the story. Enjoy the story, read the story many times and get prepared for the online class. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching and see you in a live class.